It's free agency, man.
But
All right.
I like the direction Atlanta's going. I think they got to go QB, especially if Richardson or Levis is on the board. So you got to take either one of them. They could be very good, but I think they got to fire Arthur Smith if they want to be a serious franchise.
I think Arthur Smith is a good coach. I think he's solid.
Trash. No, he's horrible.
You don't think he's good, bro? He has them competing, which is
the
more
fact
than
that he's been
unable.
The fact that he's been unable to get consistent production from a guy who's supposed to be a generational talent at tight end, like just refusing to draw up plays for him.
Yeah.
For your first round pick, you drafted a tight end at number 4. Number 1, that's stupid in its own right. I don't care how good he is. That's just dumb in its own right. But you picked them at 4. You have to use him. You have to force feed him the ball.
I'm curious to see.
Last year when they didn't have
So
any
if what Dibo said earlier about putting him wide and having John New as a blocking tight end, and then that opens up more opportunities and more just plays in general for Kyle Pitts, does that change your mind?
It doesn't change my mind on how I think he is as a football coach. I still think he's not a good football coach. I think he's decent enough to be an assistant coach somewhere, but I don't think he's made for this head coach and shit.
If I told you that Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder were the quarterbacks of a team heading into the season, how many wins are you expecting that team to have?
I said they were going to have 2 wins last year.
They had 7.
That's not any much better.
That's
They're still picking. They're picking in the top 10. They're picking top 10. They're picking top 10, are they not?
Okay, but what does that have to do with anything?
That means that they're still ass. That means they're a bottom 10 team in the league still.
Which is exactly where you think they would be. But at least they're showing improvement.
Bro, you're giving them credit for
but think about this. Think about this. Just listen to their losses. They lost by 1 in week 1. Lost by 4 in week 2. They lost by 6 to the Buccaneers later in the season. Beat the 49ers, by the way. We can talk about that.
That was a fraud.
Lost by 3 to the Chargers.
Actually, that Niners win don't count. Their defense was dead. No, half the starters didn't play that game.
They lost by 3. Hold on. They lost by 3 to the Chargers, though. Lost by 3 to the Saints. Lost by 3 to the Steelers. Lost by 8 to the Ravens. They were close in a lot of games. I think that has to mean something. I mean, Marcus Mariota are not your quarterbacks. You're winning a majority of the games that you're losing by 1 and 3.
Say those teams that they beat again one more time. Just run through them really quick.
That they beat or that they barely lost to?
Or that they barely lost to. I'm sorry.
So they lost to the Saints by 1 in week 1.
They're ass.
They lost to the Ravens by 4. Or
they
Rams by 4.
Oh, the Rams were shit. Yeah, they're ass.
They were class. I don't know what you're talking about. Beat the Seahawks. Beat the Browns. 2 ass teams.
Suck. The Browns fucking suck.
No, I'm playing. Lost to the Buccaneers by 6.
Ass.
Beat the 49ers.
Okay.
Beat the Panthers. Lost to the Bengals.
They're
lost to the Chargers by 3.
They're a good team.
Lost to the Panthers by 10.
Ass. I don't even know how that's possible.
Lost to the Commanders by 6.
Ass.
Lost to the Steelers by 3.
Ass.
No, Steelers with TJ Watt are not ass. They're a good team.
Steelers, regardless, are fucking dog shit.
No, they're not. Always have a winning record.
Yeah, because
you're just hating because you're a Browns fan.
No, it's because Mike Tomlin got voodoo. It's because he got
lost by 3 to the Saints again. Lost by 8 to the Ravens.
Both of those teams stunk at that time.
And then they ended the season beating the Cardinals and the Buccaneers.
Doesn't count because both of those teams didn't even try.
Well, Buccaneers didn't try, right?
The Cardinals didn't try either. They wanted a tank. Kyler was hurt already.
You're competing. Are you
against ass teams? Yeah, good job, bro.
Their division is ass. What do you want them to do when they're in the division with the Buccaneers?
Congrats for being a little bit less ass than some of the most ass teams in the NFL. Is that what you want me to say? Congrats for being a little bit less trash than the most trash teams in the NFL. Congrats. He's not a good coach, bro.
I disagree. I think that they could be in a lot worse position. When you have Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota, you could literally have a 2-win season. You can go out there and be the Houston Texans for all I care. And they were still better than the Houston Texans.
They should have been the Houston Texans if they knew it was good for them.